Hey, what's going on, WEOL and Lorain County listeners? Welcome back to another episode of the Hey Coach podcast. I'm your host, Rocco, and our guest this week, we're going right back to Elyria. I know we focused on Bob Walsh last week. Well, this week we're back to the baseball scene. Jordan Connell, head coach of the Elyria boys baseball program, joins us. And Coach, first and foremost, an honor to have you on this week. I know you were kind of the first guy to reach out, when I posted, hey, if we got coaches looking to come on, shoot me a text, shoot me a message, and you were right on that. So a big thanks to you for joining us today. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you guys doing?
Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. So, look, I want to start with kind of like your playing days and kind of what got you into the coaching scene. You were, a 2014 graduate at Elyria High School,
Yeah,
lettering in football and baseball, correct?
yeah, 2014. So
So,
yeah, I played kind of growing up. Obviously, the travel ball scene and in high school. So I mean, we always did those summer camps in between, and that's kind of where I got my niche for coaching. So I mean, right out of high school, I decided I just kind of wanted to go coach. So I went to Eastern Heights for a few years and coached football in middle school, and then went to EC, coached football for a little bit. Then Ed Piazza, he let me come on the staff and coach baseball with them, and that kind of led to me taking over after he left.
I want to circle back around to Ed and Brian Fox as well over at Elyria
Yeah,
Catholic. But being a 2014 graduate, I got to ask only because I was also a 2014 high school graduate. Your birthday somewhere in 1996, then, if I had to guess.
yeah, January.
January. All right, so you're
Yeah,
with me then in the soon to be 30 club, right?
yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Do the friends and family kind of rib you about that a little bit?
My friends definitely do, but my family they don't too
Yeah.
much.
Gotcha. Right on. All right, so let's talk about. Let's start with Ed, right? Ed Piazza. Obviously, that last name synonymous
Yeah,
with successful sports
yes.
in and around Lorain County. Just talk to me about what it was like, kind of his mentorship and leadership for you.
Yeah, Ed, man, he's like one of the greatest guys I know. In high school, obviously, when you play for him, he's a hard coach to play for. He expects what he expects, but at the end of the day, looking back on it, it teaches you life lessons. It's everlasting relationships that we had. I still talk to him almost on a weekly, monthly basis. Coming in and then just being able to learn from him from coaching it was amazing. You see what you see as a player, but as a coach, you obviously know there's more to it, and there's more that the thinking side of it that goes into it. So like seeing that side of it and how he does things, it definitely prepared me for kind of where I want to be at the end of it.
Was he kind of a big part of making the transition from football coaching to baseball coaching specifically? Kind of talk to me about what made you want to pursue more the baseball side of things.
It wasn't that I wanted to pursue it more. It just kind of I was coaching football in football season. I was coaching baseball in baseball season, and then I didn't even know he was going to resign until the summertime. And then it kind of just worked itself out. He talked to me about a week after he left and said if I wanted it was open. He would refer me, and kind of everything else is history from there.
Do you miss being a part of a football coaching staff at all?
Not too much. I'm getting back into it this year, so it'll be
Oh,
fun.
right on.
Yeah.
Are you part of Matt's staff at Elyria, or how's that going to shake out for you?
No, I'm gonna go somewhere else this year. Just try something out. Just
Sure.
help out and see where that goes.
Awesome. Again, Jordan Connell, our guest on this week's Hey Coach podcast in partnership with the Chronicle Telegram here on WEOL. Your coaching beliefs, principles, standards. What is a Jordan Connell coach team really founded on?
I mean, one thing that I always wanted to do coming in was I wanted to make my practices harder than games. If you can get through, we like to say, if you can get through one of our practices, you should be able to get through our games because games are kind of slower than what we kind of work at in practice. It's no surprise. We've been down a few years, but I mean, they're starting to buy in. The kids that are there, they show up, they come every day, they work. I always want our team has to come first through everything. The bonding and just knowing one another outside of the sport. So when it gets to game time, you should kind of just feeding off of each other. So that's kind of what we're working towards.
Hmm.
Like I said, it's a work in progress, but like the kids that are here, we're buying in, and we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it turned around soon.
So what, and you kind of hinted at it there, what I guess in your mind needs to happen for this Elyria baseball program to have the kind of success that it seems that it can have?
Yeah, I think we're very close. It comes. We got to get more numbers. I mean, we're rolling with 12, 13 guys, and I mean, mean, you can do it because you only need 9 people, but you like to have it in the 15, 16 range. So that starts, but that starts with the younger class. So we're working with our youth. We're working to get that going, and then we just got to commit. I always said it takes a certain level of commitment to be great in anything you want to do, especially baseball, because you take 2 weeks off of baseball and you're a month behind. You take the summer off of baseball and you're not going to get back to yourself probably until the start of next season. So like you just have to put in the work. You got to commit, and then you have some self discipline too, because it's hard. Baseball season's long. I think it's longer than any other season, high school wise. We only have, I think, 30 days dead period, and then we're lifted back in open fields in fall.
Wow.
Then the season comes, so it's a lot of self discipline.
Let's talk about kind of the Ohio high school baseball scene, if we could, for a second, Coach Connell, because I know, or at least I think, looking back at this spring season, the weather was not always the most cooperative, and I think you had hinted at that a couple of times on Twitter and social media, right? So,
Yeah.
I guess what are just kind of your thoughts on that? Is that just sort of it is what it is? Do we need more facilities with like turf fields? And I know that can be kind of a financial mess for different schools. Just what are kind of your thoughts on all that?
Yeah, I think, I mean, it's Northeast Ohio. You can say it is what it is, but I think there is ways we can get around it. Like you said, turf fields, you got a turf field, as long as it's not storming, you can get it in. Better field, better drainage systems. Like there's definitely ways around it, but I just don't think you can. It's Northeast Ohio. You're going to get rain in the fall or in the spring, and then you may get some warm weather. You may not get some warm weather. Like it's 50 degrees, and we're going into playoff times this year, so it's just one of those things.
Yeah, very good, very good. As we look forward to this incoming school season, I know you said you'll be trying football coaching again, and we got a ways to go before opening day for next spring. But what's kind of maybe the early prognosis for next year's Elyria baseball program? I'm sure you'll still be figuring out numbers and who exactly you'll have in the program and everything. But what are kind of the way too early thoughts for next year, if you would?
The good thing is we have a lot of people returning. We only lost 5 guys to graduation this year. So, I mean, these open fields, we're getting after it with the Summer Classic in the summertime. That's just kind of where it starts. We got to set our standard at that day, and we got to live by it until the season starts, into the season. Like I said, we have the people that can do it. As long as we're engaged and wanting to do it, I think we'll be fine. We got like I said, we got everybody back. So it could be fun next year. It could be bad. It's high school baseball. You never know, but
yeah.
On paper, we should be a lot better than we were last year.
Fantastic. Again, Jordan Connell is our guest for this week's Hey Coach podcast. He's the head coach of the Elyria Pioneer baseball program. Coach, as we start to wind things down a little bit here today, outside of coaching, right? I think I read on your profile on the Elyria website you got 2 little ones at home. Talk to me about life for Jordan Connell outside of coaching Elyria high school baseball.
Yeah, you said I got the little ones at home. That's kind of what I do. They're always, you know what I mean. I go to work, I come home, I go to baseball. I mean, the kids, they take up a lot of time. But I like to golf in my spare time too. So if I'm not golfing or one of those things, I'm just chilling at home with the little ones. And
there you go.
It's summertime, so they're definitely keeping me busy this summer.
Right on. How old are the little ones at home?
My son is 4, my daughter's 8, going to be 9 here soon.
Okay, all right. So they're getting up there. So she's in school. He's getting ready for it sooner rather than later, right?
Yeah, and she's starting to play volleyball and basketball, so she's getting in the sports world now. So we'll see how that works out.
Well, how do you think that'll be for you, Coach? With you being a coach, obviously you kind of understand what it takes to be successful in athletics, but she's not even 10 yet, So is there kind of like a balancing act and where to kind of like put your foot in there, or how do you go about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll obviously always be there. She wants help. I'll give her the help, but like being a coach is your coach knows what she's doing. Like just ask her questions. If you want me, like go talk to her if you have any questions, and then kind of go from there. But I don't like to put my foot in too much into it because I know how it can become being a coach.
I gotcha. You mentioned you golf. How's the swing on the course for you? Is that still a work in progress, or are you kind of where you want to be with that?
We're getting there. So obviously golf is nobody's going to be good at golf because if we were, we'd be on the PGA Tour. But it's definitely getting better this summer. We'll be getting after it this summer a lot.
Good deal. I'll need some tips. I cannot swing a golf club to save my life. Couldn't do it if you paid me. So I'll have to figure that out one of these days.
It's a humbling game.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I wanted to ask you one more, but before I let you go, Coach, on the Major League Baseball front, you being a high school baseball coach, do you have a favorite team? Is it the Guardians, or where do you kind of lean with your MLB fandom?
Yeah, I'm definitely a Guardians fan, but I lean more into the college baseball side of things. I think it kind of translates a little bit more to what we're doing in high school ball, but I definitely do watch the MLB.
So what's up with our Guardians this year, man? I know they're coming off a nice series in Houston. They got the sweep there, but they're
Yeah,
still under 500. A little underwhelming, man. What's going on?
it's that offense, man. We gotta find a good way to get rolling. Our pitching is it's looking like 2016 again. So
Yeah,
as long as our pitching can continue, I think offensively you can't be that bad forever, right?
right on, right on. All right, well, good deal. Well, Coach, that's pretty much all I had for you. Any final thoughts you wanted to share with any of our listeners or viewers, but before we get you out of here?
Nothing too much. Hopefully we can get some better weather for our season next year. And yeah, come out and support our summer classic. I think this is the sixth, seventh year that he's done this out in Amherst, so it's definitely fun. Definitely goes for a good cause. Yeah, just come out, have some fun, summer baseball, and
Hey, I'm Rocco Nucci, host of the Hey Coach podcast, back here with you on WEOL, and just want to again thank Jordan Connell, head coach of the Elyria Pioneer baseball team, for joining me this week for the podcast. Unfortunately, had a couple of technical difficulties right there near the end of the podcast, so my apologies for the abrupt ending, but a great conversation was had with Coach Connell. So again, a big thanks to Coach for joining me this week, and if you want to be a future guest on the show, reach out. My email is rnuosci@weol.com. I'll leave it in the description of this video. But again, big thanks to Jordan Connell, head coach of the Elyria Pioneer baseball team, for being this week's guest on the Hey Coach podcast here on WEOL. We'll see you guys next week.